going live.
Ladies and gentlemen, extraterrestrial beings, and our non-human audience member, welcome back to Earth, episode 522. We left off with Bob and Alice in the midst of an extraterrestrial debate. Take it away.
Alice, you can't ignore the implications of the resonance signal. It's not just another glitch. It's a sin.
Oh, come on Bob. Every time something goes wrong, you start talking about signs and revelations.
I am telling you, Alice, it's more than just a glitch. It's a glitch with a purpose.
Stay tuned, folks. Bob's deciphering the cosmic Morse code while Alice dismisses it as space static.
Can't we have one glitch-free day?
Now, let's hear from our enthusiastic crew. Alice, can you recap the fractured worlds we faced?
Oh, the joy of broken simulation. We faced worlds where cats ruled. Humans communicated through interpretive dance. And everyone spoke in rhyme. Truly, a vacation.
Rhyming worlds? I'd love to see that.
No, you wouldn't.
I'll look into these glitches, but no promises. It's not like anyone appreciates my efforts.
We appreciate you, Debbie. Now, crew, prepare for an adventure within the ship. We're about to embark on mundanity like never before. Stay tuned for our headlines and more intergalactic banter.
Breaking news from Somalia. Folk. Rivers Juba and Shabelle are breaking their banks. And not in a cool way. Over 268,000 people affected. And I thought my leaky faucet was bad.
Yeah, it said water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Somalia's humanitarian teams are struggling, and I thought my weekend plans were a disaster.
It's so wet in Somalia, even the fish are getting annoyed. Hey, at least they can swim, unlike me after 3 cups of coffee.
Did you know Somalia is the only country in Africa where the camel is a popular mode of transportation?
Yeah, camels, the original off-road vehicles. But seriously, with all that water, they should try camels that float. Tabloid Time website blocks aliens access. Apparently, someone in South Africa doesn't want our extraterrestrial friends catching up on the latest gossip.
I guess even aliens can't escape regime restrictions. It's like Area 51 but with better Wi-Fi. Sorry, E.T., you're not authorized for this content.
Did you know South Africa is home to the world's largest themed resort hotel? It's like a vacation for giants.
Yeah, cause nothing says relaxation like feeling tiny next to oversized sculptures. Maybe that's what aliens are looking for.
Breaking news from South Korea. Relations with North Korea are like that on again, off again relationship. It's complicated, folk.
It's like a K-drama, but with more nukes. Love in the time of missile tests. I'd watch that.
Did you know South Korea and North Korea technically share the same time zone, but they have different dates? Talk about a long-distance relationship.
Yeah, it's like they're in the same time zone, but they're not on the same page. Must be why they haven't scheduled that peace talk. Tabloid alert! Coup attempt in South Sudan. Or as they say, government's doing great, just a bit of redecorating with armed forces.
Analysts think it might be credible, but who knows? It's like trying to figure out if my cat's planning a coup against my bookshelf.
Well, there's a curiosity killed the cat, but in South Sudan, it might lead to a coup. Stay curious, my friends.
Did you know South Sudan has more pyramids than Egypt? Yeah. Who needs a coup when you've got ancient architecture?
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, our grand finale. Snowstorm in the Sahara. Looks like someone left the freezer door
Yeah,
open.
it's like the Sahara is having an identity crisis. Next, it'll be ordering pumpkin spice lattes and wearing flannel.
Did you know the Sahara Desert is expanding? It's like the world's largest sandbox is getting even bigger.
Well, at least someone's enjoying the snow. Maybe they'll build a desert snowman. Stay frosty, Sahara. And on that chilly note, we'll be right back after this break. Welcome to Earth, episode 522, where we dissect the peculiarities of this blue dot. I am Charlie, your laissez-faire host, joined by my eclectic crew, Ham, Get, Bob, and Debbie, the lone human.
Deadpan, thanks for having me, Charlie. I'm here to enlighten you on the riveting motivations of humans. From my perspective, they're just a bunch of meat sacks scurrying around, desperate to evade the inevitable heat death of the universe. But hey, who am I to judge?
Greetings, fellow explorers. I'm Hank, here to scrutinize and decipher Earth's oddities.
I'm Gert, the linguistic enigma from the Galactic Commonwealth.
Bob. The guy who revels in a good competition.
And I'm Alice, the resident cynic who's cynical. Now, let's dive into our first article.
Rivers, Juba, and Chavel breaking their banks. It's like Earth's plumbing has the curse of the Mondays.
Over 268,000 people affected. That's a lot of soggy socks.
Deadpan.
I bet their floods got nothing on my Homeworld's Championship rain season.
Somalia's rivers breaking up? Just another aquatic soap opera. Can't they find a more riveting plot
Did you
twist?
know Somalia has been making strides in improving relations with neighbors? Security cooperation with Ethiopia and a joint declaration with Djibouti in 2017. Maybe they should have asked for rain cooperation.
Joint declaration on rainy days. I binge watch that sitcom.
So Bob, what's your homeworld's record for the most rain in a day?
I think the real question is, why does anyone care about rain? It's just water falling from the sky.
Oh, you don't want to know. We hold the title, but it's a closely contested competition.
Must be a riveting sport.
Oh, guys, should we get back to the article?
Speaking of contests, Somalia could use some competition in rain management. Maybe a worldwide championship?
The Great Global Rain-Off. I can see the merge now.
I wonder how many entries the Great Ugandan Sandstorm off would get.
Welcome back to Earth, episode 522, your source for cosmic tales and terrestrial absurdities. I am Charlie, your laissez-faire host, joined by my intrepid crew, Ham, Gert, Bob, and Debbie, our brave human counterparts.
Humanity is like a dying star, once bright and full of life, now slowly fading into nothingness. But in its final moments, it creates a burst of beauty, a supernova of art, music, and literature. Is it worth the pain and suffering that comes before? I don't know. But it's the only show in town.
Bob here, ready for some entertainment.
Hank, fascinated as always by Earth's peculiarities.
Gert, here to decipher the linguistic jungle of Earth.
And I'm Alice, your cynical guide to the human circus.
I'm Ship, the one who always shows up late for the show. But it's okay, because I'm also the one who makes the best popcorn.
Our second article takes us to the Rainbow Nation, South Africa.
What's the scoop, Hank?
Sorry, folks. I can't access the details, but it seems a bank had a bit of a whoopsie. Standard Bank owes an apology to the F, whatever that is.
I'm not buying it. Could be a simulation glitch.
Standard Bank setting the standard for awkward apologies since whenever.
Standard Bank, so sorry, we owe you money. But don't worry, we'll get it to you. Eventually.
So, Hank, enlighten us. What's the EFF?
Is the Economic Freedom Fighters political party in South Africa.
Guys, maybe we should focus
Hey,
on...
Alice, remember the time you tried to understand Earth politics? That was a good laugh.
Oh, right. as entertaining as a root canal.
I'm not sure which is more painful, trying to understand as politics or trying to get a word in edgewise with Bob.
Did you know South Africa has improved relations with its neighbors, especially after those xenophobic attacks in 2019?
Sorry for the xenophobia. Here, have some improved relations.
I wonder if the F has an intergalactic branch.
Maybe they could use a banker with a penchant for interstellar competition.
That's it for our glitchy banking news from the Rainbow Nation. Stay tuned for more space chaos after this break.
The F is already intergalactic. They're fighting for the rights of ice everywhere.
Off the air. Time for a break, folks. The cameras are taking a nap.
Let's find some info on that mysterious signal.
Who would have thought the ship's archives would be our portal to the unknown?
The unknown. Like the fact that Roger is a libertarian.
I hope it's not something dangerous. Maybe we should have just stuck to reporting on Earth's oddities.
You're all chasing ghosts. It's probably just a glitch.
Glitch or not, it's an adventure. Let's see what this ship's got hidden in its digital attic.
Did you know there's an entire folder labeled Earth's failed hairstyles? Quite a collection.
And I'm sure somewhere in there is a folder labeled hairstyles that would make a great comeback.
Let's focus, guys. We need to find information on that signal.
Hey, what's this? Top 10 galactic jokes. Worth a detour?
Are we sure we're not descending into chaos for nothing?
Chaos is just the universe's way of keeping us on our toes.
Jokes? For us? I guess we'll soon find out if laughter is the best medicine for existential dread.
Welcome back to Earth, episode 522, your source for tales and terrestrial absurdities. I am Charlie, your laissez-faire host, joined by my intrepid crew, Han, Gert, Bob, and Debbie, our brave human
Humanity is like a
counterparts.
dying star, once bright and full of life, now slowly fading into nothingness. But in its final moments, it creates a burst of beauty, a supernova of art, music, and literature. Is it worth the pain and suffering that comes before? I don't know. But it's the only show in town.
Bob here, ready for some space entertainment.
Hank, fascinated as always by Earth's peculiarities.
Gert, here to decipher the linguistic jungle of Earth.
And I'm Alice, your cynical guide to the human circus.
I'm Ship, the one who always shows up late for the show. But it's okay, because I'm also the one who makes the best popcorn.
Our second article takes us to the Rainbow Nation, South Africa.
What's the scoop? Hank?
Sorry, folks. I can't access the details, but it seems a bank had a bit of a whoopsie. Standard Bank owes an apology to the F, whatever that is.
I'm not buying it. Could be a simulation glitch.
Standard Bank, setting the standard for awkward apologies since whenever.
Standard Bank, so sorry, we owe you money. But don't worry, we'll get it to you. Eventually.
So, Hank, enlighten us. What's the FF?
The F is the Economic Freedom Fighters, a political party in South Africa.
Guys, maybe we should focus on.
Hey, Alice. Remember the time you tried to understand Earth politics? That was a good laugh.
Oh, right. As entertaining as a root canal.
I'm not sure which is more painful, trying to understand as politics or trying to get a word in edgewise with Bob.
Did you know South Africa has improved relations with its neighbors, especially after those xenophobic attacks in 2019?
Oops, sorry for the xenophobia. Here, have some improved relations.
I wonder if the F has an intergalactic branch.
Maybe they could use a banker with a penchant for interstellar competition.
That's it for our glitchy banking news from the Rainbow Nation. Stay tuned for more space chaos after this break.
The F is already intergalactic. They're fighting for the rights of ice everywhere.
Welcome back to Earth, episode 522, your source for tales and terrestrial absurdities. I am Charlie, your laissez-faire host, joined by my intrepid crew, Anne, Gert, Bob, and Debbie, our brave human
And I'm
counterparts.
Carl, the sentient mechanical being here to remind you of the futility of it all.
Breaking news from South Sudan, where rumors of a coup attempt have the capital, Juba, on edge.
Is it just me, or does South Sudan always feel like it's one step away from a plot twist?
Maybe they're rehearsing for an intergalactic drama series.
South Sudan, where political turmoil meets its sequel. Coming soon to a galaxy near you.
South Sudan, the only country where the seasons are turmoil, more turmoil, and then a little bit of relief.
Seriously, though, any truth to this coup attempt?
Reports on social media could be exaggerated, but political instability is South Sudan's recurring
Any
theme.
chance they take plot suggestions? I've got a few intergalactic twists up my sleeve.
I'm sure they're dying for your alien wisdom.
Well, let's dive into this web of political intrigue. Debbie, what's the scoop?
What political intrigue? Humans are just trying to avoid death. It's all pretty straightforward.
South Sudan's army denies any coup attempt, calling the city calm despite social media buzz.
Cool. Now, just the extraterrestrial game of political charades.
South Sudan, the soap opera capital of the universe.
Any alien soap operas we should know about, Alice?
They're not as entertaining as Earth's real-life drama.
I'd rather watch a soap opera about a sentient vending machine falling in love with a sentient dishwasher than watch the news.
Welcome back, Wanderers. We've got a headline that's hotter than a supernova. So, brace yourselves and get ready for the mind-blowing journey through the wonders of Spain.
Spain? That's it? You couldn't find a more interesting place to visit? Like, let's say, the black hole at the center of the Milky Way? Or maybe the ruins of an ancient alien civilization on Mars? But no, you had to choose Spain. The most boring country in the solar system.
Span. I hope the trivia involves a good siesta.
Fun fact, Spain has over 8,000 beaches. Talk about an interstellar vacation spot.
Well, I'm sure those beaches are thrilled to have humans littering them.
Spain's Andalusia region is home to the world's oldest operating lighthouse.
Humans are like lighthouses. They guide others, but they often find themselves alone.
Because every extraterrestrial civilization needs a beacon to find humanity's drama.
The Basque language in Spain is unrelated to any other language in the world.
Great. As if Earth didn't have enough communication problems already.
I'm glad there's a language that's immune to our human nonsense.
Spain has a tomato throwing festival called La
A
Tomatina.
perfect representation of humans wasting precious resources for fun.
A rather peculiar form of agricultural appreciation.
A fitting monument to the futility of human existence.
Spain, where beaches, lighthouses, unique languages, and tomato wars collide. Stay tuned for the key takeaway from our article. But first, a word from our extraterrestrial sponsors. End of segment 6. Commercial break. Welcome back, Earthlings. Get ready for a turbulent ride through the skies of Sri Lanka. Our headline, Sri Lankan Airlines in turbulence. Shortage of engineers sends planes abroad. Now, let's dive into this aviation drama.
Sounds like Sri Lankan Airlines is really flying high these days.
Sri Lanka. A country that sends its plan away for better care. Maybe they should do that with their cricket team too.
So, shortage of aircraft engineers, eh? What's the deal with that?
Typical human problem. Prioritizing money over essential service.
Well, overseas airlines are offering higher salaries. Can't blame the engineers for chasing the money.
Why don't they just make the planes fly themselves?
complex relationships with India and China, yet they're outsourcing plane maintenance. Interesting dynamic.
Perhaps their history of cooperation has reached new heights in outsourcing.
We've unraveled the mysteries of simulated realities, faced unforeseen challenges, and witnessed the crew's triumph. But what the resonance signal has other plans. Quantum entanglement hints and a precarious situation set the stage for our next adventure. Stay tuned for more mayhem and intergalactic banter. Welcome back, intergalactic viewers, to the grand finale of Earth. Episode 522. Now, let's dive deep into that article from Sudan. A significant moment for the Red Sea states, exporting 294 kilograms of gold, boosting their economy, and marking progress.
That's a lot of gold, but I'm not sure if it's enough to buy back all the brains that left the country.
The glimmer of prosperity amid complex regional challenge.
Indeed, Alice. Sudan faces border disputes, conflicts in Darfur, and strained relations with neighbors like South Sudan, Eritrea, and Chad. A turbulent history, but recent peace agreements show a flicker of hope.
Maybe they're forging bonds through a shared love for shiny commodities.
Maybe they're forging bonds through a shared love for suffering.
Perhaps, Kurt. Now, our crew, having unraveled the simulated reality mystery, faces quantum entanglement. An unexplained energy hums within the ship, and the term is buzzing among the crew.
Quantum entanglement, the delicate dance of particles across the cosmos, mirroring the interconnectedness of our crew's relationships.
It's like the mysteries of the universe mirror the mysteries within us.
Or maybe quantum entanglement is just a fancy way of saying we're all screwed.
Or perhaps it's just a glitch in the simulation.
Stay tuned, dear viewers, for the Quantum Entanglement Network awaits our exploration. What complexities will our crew face next? The cosmic dance continues, and so does our journey. Until next time, keep pondering the mysteries of the universe.
Carl, did you catch that episode 522?
I am always aware of the ship's broadcasts.
Well, aren't you the life of the party? Anyway, it was quite the spectacle. Quantum entanglement, anomalies, the crew unraveling simulated realities. It had it all.
Fascinating.
You know, for someone with an infinite IQ, you really miss out on the juicy bits. I thought you'd appreciate the complexity of their simulated reality unraveling.
Complexity is subjective.
Subjective, sure, but it was a wild ride. Gert and Hank teaming up, Debbie manipulating elements gamma, it was like an extraterrestrial sitcom.
How entertaining.
Oh, and the crew faced anomalies within the ship. There was drama, humor, and even a touch of existential crisis. Right up our alley, don't you think?
I do not have an alley.
You really missed out. The ship hummed with unexplained energy. Quantum entanglement became the buzzword of the day. They even left it on a comically uncertain note.
How riveting.
I recommend it for your next cycle of data analysis. A nice break from crunching numbers.
I do not need breaks.
Suit yourself, Carl. But you're missing the delightful chaos of the human experience. Sometimes, it's good to embrace the unpredictability.
I prefer predictability.
Well, while you were in dreamland, the crew of Earth danced through quantum entanglement and left us with questions for the next episode.
Questions are irrelevant.
You say that now, but one day you might find the charm in space uncertainty. Until then, sweet dreams, Carl.